Hi, and welcome back to the 5e D&D reading of the Player's Handbook. Today is part 17a, The Monk. Starting on page 76. Monk. Her fists a blur as they deflect an incoming hail of arrows, a half-elf springs over a barricade and throws herself into the massed ranks of hobgoblins on the other side. She whirls among them, knocking their blows aside and sending them reeling until at last she stands alone. Taking a deep breath, a human covered in tattoos settles into a battle stance. As the first charging orcs reach him, he exhales and a blast of fire roars from his mouth, engulfing his foes. Moving with the silence of the night, a black-clad halfling steps into a shadow beneath an arch and emerges from another inky shadow on a balcony a stone's throw away. She slides her blade free of its cloth-wrapped scabbard and peers through the open window of the tyrant prince, so vulnerable in the grip of sleep. Whatever their discipline, monks are united in their ability to magically harness the energy that flows in their bodies. Whether channeled as a striking display of combat prowess or a subtler focus of defensive ability and speed, this energy infuses all that a monk does. Now, Ki, I will be pronouncing as chi. If you say it as kai, that's fine too, or ki, or whatever you want to use. The magic of chi. Monks make careful study of a magical energy that most monastic traditions call chi. This energy is an element of the magic that suffuses the multiverse, specifically the element that flows through living bodies. Monks harness this power within themselves to create magical effects and exceed their body's physical capabilities, and some of their special attacks can hinder the flow of chi and their opponents. Using this energy, monks channel uncanny speed and strength into their unarmed strikes. As they gain experience, their martial training and their mastery of chi gives them more power over their bodies and the bodies of their foes. Training in asceticism. Small-walled cloisters dot the landscapes of the worlds of D&D, tiny refuges that flow from the flow of ordinary life, where time seems to stand still. The monks who live there seek personal perfection through contemplation and rigorous training. Many entered the monastery as children, sent to live there when their parents died, when food couldn't be found to support them, or in return for some kindness that the monks had performed for their families. Some monks live entirely apart from the surrounding population, secluded from anything that might impede their spiritual progress. Others are sworn to isolation, emerging only to serve as spies or assassins at the command of their leader, a noble patron, or some other mortal or divine power. The majority of monks don't shun their neighbors, making frequent visits to nearby towns or villages and exchanging their service for food or other goods. As versatile warriors, monks often end up protecting their neighbors from monsters or tyrants. For a monk, becoming an adventurer means leaving a structured, communal lifestyle to become a wanderer. This can be a harsh transition, and monks don't undertake it lightly. Those who leave their cloisters take their work seriously, approaching their adventures as personal tests of their physical and spiritual growth. As a rule, monks care little for the material wealth and are driven by a desire to accomplish a greater mission than merely slaying monsters and plundering their treasure. Creating a monk. As you make your monk character, think about your connection to the monastery where you learned your skills and spent your formative years. Were you an orphan or a child left in the monastery's threshold? On the monastery's threshold? Did your parents promise you to the monastery in gratitude for service performed by the monks? Did you enter this secluded life to hide from a crime you committed? Or did you choose the monastic life for yourself? Consider why you left. Did the head of your monastery choose you for a particularly important mission beyond the cloister? Perhaps you were cast out because of some violation of the community's rules. Did you dread leaving, or were you happy to go? Is there something you hope to accomplish outside the monastery? Are you eager to return to your home? As a result of the structured life, a monastic community, and the discipline required to harness qi, monks are almost always lawful in alignment. Quick build. You can make a monk quickly by following these suggestions. First, make dexterity your highest ability score, followed by wisdom. Second, choose the hermit background. Now we go to the top of the page for the monk's table. As usual, I will not read things that repeat. Level first, proficiency bonus 2, martial arts 1d4. Features, unarmored defense, martial arts. Level second, chi points 2, unarmored movement plus 10 feet. Features, chi, unarmored movement. Level third, chi points 3. Features, monastic tradition, deflect missiles. Level 4th, chi points 4. Features, ability score improvement, slow fall. Level 5th, proficiency bonus plus 3. Martial arts 1d6. Chi points 5. Features, extra attack, stunning strike. Level 6th, chi points 6. Unarmored movement plus 15. Features, chi empowered strikes, monastic tradition feature. Level 7th, chi points 7. Features, evasion, stillness of mind. Level 8th, chi points 8. Features, ability score improvement. Level 9th, proficiency bonus plus 4. Chi points 9. Features, unarmored movement improvement. Level 10th, chi points 10. Unarmored movement plus 20. Features, purity of body. Level 11th, martial arts 1d8. Chi points 11. Features, monastic tradition feature. Level 12th, chi points 12. Features, ability score improvement. Level 13th, proficiency bonus plus 5. Chi points 13. Features, tongue of the sun and moon. Level 14th, chi points 14. Unarmored movement plus 25 feet. Features, diamond soul. Level 15th, chi points 15. Features, timeless body. Level 16th, chi points 16. Features, ability score improvement. Level 17th, proficiency bonus plus 6. Martial arts 1d10. Chi points 17. Features, monastic tradition feature. Level 18th, chi points 18. Unarmored movement plus 30 feet. Features, empty body. Level 19th. Chi points. 19. Features, ability score improvement. And finally, level 20th. Proficiency bonus 6. Martial arts 1d10. Chi points 20. Unarmored movement plus 30. Features, perfect self. Going back down, class features. As a monk, you gain the following class features. Hit points. Hit dice 1d8 per monk level. Hit dice at first level 8 plus your constitution modifier. Hit points at higher levels 1d8 or 5 plus your constitution modifier per monk level after first. Proficiencies. Armor, none. Weapons, simple weapons, short swords. Tools. Choose one type of artisan's tools or one musical instrument. Saving throws, strength, dexterity. Skills. Choose 2 from acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, or stealth. And stealth. Equipment. You start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted to you by your background. A short sword, or B, any simple weapon. A dungeoneer's pack, or B, an explorer's pack. 10 darts. Unarmored defense. Beginning at first level, while you are wearing no armor and not wielding a shield, your AC equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your wisdom modifier. Martial arts. At first level, your practice of martial arts gives you a mastery of combat styles that use unarmed strikes and monk weapons, which are short swords and any simple melee weapons that do not have two-handed or heavy property. You gain the following benefits while you are unarmed or wielding only monk weapons, and you aren't wearing armor or wielding a shield. You can use dexterity instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of your unarmed strikes and monk weapons. You can roll a d4 in place of the normal damage of your unarmed strike or monk weapon. This die changes as you gain monk levels, as shown in the martial arts column of the monk table. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. For example, if you take the attack action and attack with a quarterstaff, you may also make an unarmed strike as a bonus action, assuming you haven't already taken a bonus action this turn. Certain monasteries use specialized forms of monk weapons. For examples, you might use a club that is 2 lengths of wood connected by a short chain, called a nunchuck, or a sickle with a shorter, straighter blade, called a kama. Whatever name you use for a monk weapon, you can use the game statistics provided for the weapon in Chapter 5, Equipment. Chi. Starting at 2nd level, your training allows you to harness the mystic energy of Chi. Your access to this energy is represented by a number of Chi points. Your monk level determines the number of points you have, as shown in the Chi points column of the monk table. You can spend these points to fuel various Chi actions, various Chi features. You start by knowing 3 of these features: flurry of blows, patient defense, and step of the wind. You learn more Chi features as you gain levels in this class. When you spend a Chi point It is unavailable until you finish a long or short rest, at the end of which you draw all of your expended chi back into yourself. You must spend at least 30 minutes of the rest meditating to regain your chi points. Some of your chi features require your target to make a saving throw to resist the feature's effect. The saving throw DC is calculated as follows. Chi save DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. Flurry of blows. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 chi point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Patient defense. You can spend 1 chi point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. Step of the wind. You can spend 1 chi point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for that turn. Unarmored movement. Starting at 2nd level, your speed increases by 10 feet while you are not wearing armor or wielding a shield. This bonus increases when you reach certain monk levels as shown on the monk table. At 9th level, you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move. Monastic Tradition. When you reach 3rd level, you commit yourself to a monastic tradition, the way of the open hand, the way of shadow, or the way of the 4 elements, all detailed at the end of the class description. Your tradition grants you features at 3rd level and again at 6th, 11th, and 17th level. Deflect missiles. Starting at 3rd level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged attack weapon. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1 d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand and you have at least one hand free. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend 1 chi point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught as part of the same reaction. You make this attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. Ability score improvement. When you reach the 4th level, and again at 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th level, you can increase 1 ability score of your choice by 2, or you can increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. As normal, you can't increase an ability score above 20 using this feature. Slow fall. Beginning at 4th level, you can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level. Extra attack. Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Stunning strike. Starting at 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of chi in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 chi point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. Chi empowered strikes. Starting at the 6th level, your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Evasion. At 7th level, your instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain area effects. such as Blue Dragon's Lightning Breath or a Fireball spell. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail. Stillness of mind. Starting at the 7th level, you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened. Purity of body. At 10th level, your mastery of the chi flowing through you makes you immune to disease and poison. Tongue of the sun and moon. Starting at the 13th level, you learn to touch the chi of other minds so that you can understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language you can understand what you say. Moreover, any creature that you... I fail. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say. There we go. Inflection. Diamond Soul. Beginning at 14th level, your mastery of chi grants you proficiency in all saving throws. Additionally, when you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend 1 chi point to re-roll it and take the second result. Timeless Body. At the 15th level, your chi sustains you so that you suffer none of the fragility of old age, and you can't be aged magically. You can still die of old age, however. In addition, you no longer need food or water. Empty Body. Beginning at the 18th level, you can use your action to spend 4 chi points to become invisible for 1 minute. During that time, you also have resistance to all damage but force damage. Additionally, you can spend 8 chi points to cast the astral projection spell without needing material components. When you do so, you can't take any other creatures with you. Perfect Self. At 20th level, when you roll for initiative and have no chi points remaining, you regain 4 chi points. And that is where I will cut this one off. And next video will be Monastic Traditions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, even though I trip over myself frequently. So if you did, please like, comment, or follow. And as always, keep playing.